This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. We explore topics surrounding sexuality, intimate relationships, and related subjects in an open and candid manner. Please be advised that we are not licensed marriage or sex therapists, and the content shared here is for entertainment and informational purposes only. If you are under 18 years of age or prefer not to engage with discussions about sex, relationships, or mature language, we strongly recommend that you refrain from listening further. However, if you are of legal age and comfortable with this content, we invite you to settle in and enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris. And today on our Wednesday Quickie, we're going to be talking about flirting without being awkward.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you talk to everybody
Mm-hmm.
in the community, 9 out of 10 people will admit to not knowing how to flirt
Mm-hmm.
or being bad at flirting.
I know how to flirt with men.
You don't know how to flirt with women.
I'm coming back to where I'm getting better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can be a little forward. So I'm in the between. I can be either forward or not forward. There's no in between. So I can either tell you like, "Hey, I like you. You want to fuck?" Or
So it's kind of all or nothing.
yeah, or "Hey, I like you." And that's it.
Oh,
So my flirtings are very and with women, I can be forward. I used to be really forward when I was younger. I just feel that women don't give the bi vibes as much as
they did when they were younger.
they did when they were younger.
Well, so,
Like,
so alcohol had a lot to do with that
yeah,
too.
I like women.
Yeah,
Like, I like both, but I got into this lifestyle for women. Like,
sure, sure.
and it's not like to add a woman for us. I like women by
You by
myself, with
yourself,
you,
yeah,
whatever.
sure.
And I'm getting better at flirting with them, but I know they're into me. They just don't know how to reciprocate, which then turns me off.
Yeah, you get turned
Figure
off
it out.
very
And that's
quickly.
with men too.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Like, it's not hard to flirt.
Well, I mean, it is hard, you just
I
admitted
mean, it
it's
is
hard.
hard, but if I show an interest in you, if I'm already flirting with
Now
you,
you do have a point there, like, and that's something that I had to learn from other ladies in the lifestyle throughout the past last year. As I talked to more ladies and I was one of those people that said, "I didn't know how to flirt. I don't know how to flirt. All I know is how to be myself." Now, when I was younger, people used to say I was very flirty.
you are very flirty.
Well, I never thought so.
Yeah, you're very
I was
flirty.
just friendly.
So am I.
Yeah. But w like we've talked about before, what is flirting? Flirting is being friendly with an intention, right?
Mhm.
So you're being friendly with an intention of hoping to see it go somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the rest of the time, we're being friendly with everybody. And the way I talk to women a lot of times is the same way I talk to men. And I'm straight, but I'm just friendly.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so I always said that when it came to expressing interest, when it came to getting, I don't know, flirty with women, I just felt like I was really bad about it. Like the moment that I realized that they were into me, I didn't know what to say or do to make it better
Mm.
because I was afraid that whatever I said, I would get nervous or I'd stumble or whatever, and they would lose interest. And so that anxiety and that fear just made it harder for me to talk to people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, no, I could see
But
that
I've seen you struggle with flirting
with women.
with women. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever seen you
Because
lose confidence before, but I've seen you struggle before with women.
I mean, I don't know if they like women.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
it's easier
it
for
is
men.
hard.
For a woman, it's
Yeah.
for me, it's easier for me to flirt with a man because I can tell very quickly if they like me,
How?
if they're interested.
How?
Just their gestures, I can just feel it. I can feel that they're into me.
Really?
But when I don't get that same vibe back,
Mhm.
I'm done.
See, that's hard for me as a guy because I've felt that
Mhm.
before from women
Mhm.
and thought that that was what I was getting, and then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh, no, I just really like you as a friend." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. No sex. Gotcha. Roger that."
See, so it's easier for women
It
to
is
flirt with
easy
men.
it is
Like,
easier
it's
for
easier
women
for, like
most of the time.
yeah.
I have run into a couple of women that have been like, "Oh, well, I don't know how to flirt without being awkward." And I think it's funny when women say that because what most women don't realize is that when they flirt and are awkward, it's cute, it's endearing
That's
most of the time.
kinda the way I do it, I think.
Yeah, most of the time it's kind of endearing.
Mhm.
If you are like, "I don't know how to flirt without being awkward. Oh, I just made that weird," stuff like that. That's friggin' cute,
Yeah,
and any guy who's digging her is gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, I like that.
yeah.
That's cool."
I've even said something to somebody, and I'm like, "That's me flirting." Like
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
you
just
kinda
an
have to throw
FYI,
that out
that's me
there
flirting.
just so that they know.
Yeah, no, it is. I think everybody has that awkward state
Have
and
you ever had a moment when you've tried to talk to somebody and it's been just extremely awkward? Like, you've tried to flirt or you've tried to it was somebody that you were interested in and you couldn't form the words or you couldn't get past.
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
How long?
Every time I see this guy, I cannot flirt with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
And you're into him?
I'm into him,
Yeah,
and yeah,
but you just
I
can't.
would have sex with him at the moment every time I see him, I'd be like, "You can take me anywhere you want. Let's go. Let's go."
But you have no idea how to flirt with
I
him.
don't know how to flirt with him. He doesn't make me nervous, I just don't know what to say to him because I'm like, "This guy's hot."
Mhm.
I'm sure he's heard every line, and it's like, I don't know what to say. I get so goofy, and then
Yeah.
you're over here talking to the wife like all chill and cool, and I'm like,
Well, I know who you're talking about, and, I can tell you that I am a little flirty with the wife. She's exceptionally attractive, and but I'm exceptionally flirty with her because I don't think I have a shot, and so I'm just like it's very fun conversation, and I find her interesting, and she seems to find me interesting, and
yeah,
so it's natural conversation,
yeah.
but I don't think that I have a shot, so I don't even like, it's not even on my radar
No,
for
I'm
that.
sure you have a shot, but even
I don't know.
well, like with him, I mean, I think I don't have a shot, but then I'm like, maybe I do have a shot. He's flirty,
Mhm.
and I don't know how to reciprocate that when he flirts with me. I'm like,
Really? How
yes,
funny.
I'm like a freaking dork,
I love it.
and I get all
It's
like,
about
uh,
time, man.
and then I look at you, and I'm like, okay, you need to talk to me, like,
What's
uh,
funny is I have no problem talking to him. He's an exceptionally attractive man,
he is,
but I've just never been intimidated by other men before.
yeah.
So,
I mean, and I'm not,
but I know guys that
yeah,
would be able to go up to him and, like, not be able to say a word. I have friends that would probably be very intimidated by it,
yeah.
but I've never been intimidated by men, especially by nice men. He's a
Now
very nice guy.
her I can flirt with too.
Really.
I don't I got but it's the husband.
So, her, I can kind of flirt with, but it's more just friendliness
Yeah.
because I've played it out in my head on how I'm going to talk to her, and I'm gonna be like this Rico Suave. I'm gonna try and tell her,
I
"Hey,"
see that sometimes.
and it just goes out the
It's so
window.
funny.
It just
I
goes out
do
the
like to
window.
see you flirt sometimes with people because 1, you're either awkward or 2, you're a little bold.
Am I? There's
Yeah.
no in between?
There's no in
Oh my
between.
gosh.
You're either like, "Can I have your tits in my face?" Or you're like, "Oh, I really like your blouse." Really?
I don't know.
Like, there's no in
I don't
between.
know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's cute.
And
I mean,
I think most people when they flirt don't know what they're doing. Now I bring this topic up because I've recently had a few different friends at different times come up to me, guy friends, and they're like, "How do you do it? How do you do it? What is it that you're doing? How are you talking?" Like, they see me talking to these different women, they hear what I'm saying, they see some of our conversations, things like that, and they're like, "How do you do it?"
you're always sober.
I am always sober.
You don't
Well, I mean,
you don't drink,
I don't drink.
which does create courage because it's liquid courage, but you don't drink, so you're pretty much always in your right mind.
I can think a little bit sharper,
Mhm.
but what's funny is that I've never really thought about it until recently when I've been asked this, it's like, "How do you do it?" And then I've been told by other women that they think that I'm very charismatic and very flirty, and that I'm very good at it,
Mhm.
and blows my mind because I never would have thought that I'm charismatic. I never
I've
would
been
have thought
told that I
that.
don't I've had guys tell me, "You don't have to flirt, just smile." No, that doesn't work.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's like, "Just smile." No, you wanna hear me talk.
Really?
Yeah.
Just smile? Jeez, I wish that worked for me. I could smile. I got a good smile.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got dimples.
So do I.
Yeah, you do. I love your dimples. You're so cute.
You are charismatic, though.
You know, I don't know what so that's the hard part about explaining it. So when guys are like, "Well, how do you do it?" I found that the easiest thing for me is, a lot of times people are so afraid of making it awkward. They're so afraid of turning things off and or saying the wrong thing and this and that. I pretty much have a list of questions in my head, and they're very generalistic questions, but they're questions that I would ask somebody if I'm interested in them. If I'm not interested in them, then it's not a big deal. I've got a whole nother set of questions that I can keep a conversation going
Mhm,
with somebody that I'm not interested in.
mhm.
But there are more in tune questions that I have that I would ask somebody who I'm interested in.
Right.
And there's ways to kind of hone that in as you ask generalistic questions. They kind of reveal things about themselves that you can kind of go down that winding road and learn a bit more about them, and you kind of figure out what to explore.
Mhm.
I saw a meme the other day that I found very interesting, and it was talking about men with women. And men don't have to have a lot of money, and you don't have to have this or that to impress a woman. All you have to do is just make them feel safe.
Mhm.
If you can make a woman feel safe, she's comfortable. And if she's comfortable, it's easy to talk to.
Mhm.
I've been told a lot that I'm easy to talk to. I have no idea what that
So, I
means.
know one person that came up to you and asked you how you did it. He's a great flirt,
He is a great flirt.
and
And
he's
I
and one, he doesn't ever really cross boundaries with me, he doesn't, and I think he's very charming,
yeah. Yeah.
and I think he's handsome.
Yeah.
Like, there's like I think he's overthinking it.
I think that in the community, and especially if you're in like Facebook groups and stuff like that, where you see it visibly every day, I think sometimes there is a feeling of competition, a feeling of, oh man, I got to step up my game because this dude's cleaning up, that sort of thing.
You think?
Sometimes, not everybody has it, but I think sometimes it's not spoken about externally, but I think sometimes people have it internally where they're like, "Oh, man, this guy's talking to this person, that person, I need to step up my game," this and that. It shouldn't be competition, but at the same time,
Don't compete with this one.
you
He's
know,
got a long line.
as realistically, it shouldn't be competition, it's not even like that.
No.
Realistically, you should be able to just be yourself. I mean, I finally figured it out, and what I figured out was it's either gonna go well or it's not. And if you worry and worry and worry about it not going well, all you're gonna do is screw it up.
Yeah.
So if you stop worrying about it going well and you just be yourself, it's either gonna go well or it's not. And if
Mhm.
it doesn't, then you just pick yourself up and you keep walking.
Yeah.
And if it goes well, then it goes well. What I'm finding out is that a lot of genuine people like for you to be genuine. And so if you just take that tactic and you're just genuine and you just like yourself, I've told people within the first couple of minutes of our first conversation, "Hey, I've seen you around. I've seen your how you talk to people. I see how your personality is, and I'm really interested in learning more about you. I want to know more about you, and I think you're kind of cute." You know what I mean? Something as simple as that kind of is a mega flirt.
Mhm.
It's not
Now different flirt tactics work on different
they
people.
do,
If
and I
someone
have
told
I
me
have a few
that,
different things.
I wouldn't like it.
Really.
If someone told me I wanna get to know you,
Yeah, you're not that type.
I'm not that type.
But you know what type you are, and this is the other thing. So there's different types,
Yeah,
like you
that
said.
right there, I'd be like,
That wouldn't work on you.
"Yeah, no."
What would work on you would be more of the cheesy route. Somebody who can make you laugh with a cheesy flirt, a
Yes,
cheesy line. If
yes,
somebody just randomly messaged you and was like, "Hey, do you know what kind of material my shirt is in that picture? It's boyfriend material." You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like something stupid like that,
that's
and
freaking
you'd be like,
hilarious.
"Dude, that's funny. What's your name?"
Let's
You know?
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
different tactics for different
Right,
people.
and so realistically, I mean, I'm a student of human behavior. I love learning about people, and I love seeing what makes them tick, seeing what makes them, make decisions the way they make them, whatever it is that keeps their engine going,
Mhm,
and I find it interesting. So naturally, it's easy for me to be inquisitive and ask
mhm,
people about themselves,
right.
but that's really how you figure out how to flirt with them. And
Yeah,
there's some people that I have not figured out how to flirt with them, and I just don't.
yeah,
I just don't. But most people have a different style and a way of flirting or being flirted with that they prefer.
yes.
And then others have, if you come at them a certain way, they're just gonna shut it down. They're like, "Yeah, I don't like that."
Now,
Um,
can any woman flirt with you and you dig it?
no, no, no. I've had most women can, and I'd be like, "Okay, I kinda like this. This is cool."
Yeah.
I have had women flirt with me, but their tactic was, like, to look like they were the Top Gun, you know, to look like they were the bomb. They feel like really exuding themselves as this pleasure bomb of greatness,
Mhm,
like, will make me impressed, and and
mhm.
and I'll take that as flirting.
Okay, yeah.
The other one that I've dealt with is the mean flirt. That person that has never gotten out of that first grade mentality of, "I'm interested in this person, let me hit them." You know what I mean? Like being mean to them, but
Yeah.
but being mean to them is their way of showing that they're interested. So it's like, "Oh, well, I'm not gonna."
Still as adults?
Yeah, yeah. And I've seen it a few different times. I've even had one woman admit it to me that they were a mean flirt.
Mhm.
And it's like, "If I'm mean to you, that means I'm into you." And I'm
Hmm.
like, "Well, shit. I hope you're never mean. Yeah, I hope you're
Yeah,
never into me."
yeah,
Because
yeah, I could see that.
that's kinda cold. I'm a sensitive person sometimes.
Yes.
I mean, I can dish it out and I can take it, but if I'm interested in a woman,
Yeah,
I get sensitive,
yes.
you know? And that's where I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I wanna be around this mean person." She may be interested in me, but I don't know, it's just kinda that shit kinda hurts.
Yeah. No, I've seen that.
So there's been a few times where I've been flirted with and I've just been like,
No.
but for the most part, I like it. You know what? The other one is if they're really thirsty. If they're flirting with me and the desperation is coming out in their flirting.
Like, I really want your dick.
Yeah. I
Like, I
mean, they're
really
they're
want you.
like it's
What
one
is that?
it's
What's
one thing
thirsty?
to it's one thing to really want me. It's another thing to have that be the center of our conversation every single time we see each other. I'm a connection person.
Mhm.
So if every single time we talk, it's gonna be about sex, I'm gonna lose interest
Yeah.
because what turns me on is my head, what's in my head.
Mhm.
If you can turn me on in there, I'm good, I'm on board.
Right.
But if you can't do anything for me that catches my attention internally, my mental attention,
Mhm.
if you can't keep a conversation going, if you can't talk to me about anything outside of that, then it's going to start off very hot and heavy, and it's going to slowly fizzle out, and you're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna lose me.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you wanna keep me, it's gotta be the right balance between regular conversation and
Mhm.
sexual conversation. A lot of the people that I am close to in my circle, and a lot of the people that are women that I talk to, that sort of thing that I'm close to, it's exactly that. It's a balance of regular conversation
Mhm.
and sexual conversation. And it's fun, but it's also interesting, and things
Right.
like that. Like that's how you keep me coming to bat. If I notice that the conversation is the same all the time, then I'll start losing interest,
Mhm.
you know, or it will fizzle out.
Right.
I'll become a boring person.
I could see that.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
I'm better in person anyway, so
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
flirtiness is online.
Yeah, you're not much of it online.
It's not genuine.
Well, in person, I've noticed
I'm way better in person. If I like you and I'm chatting with you and I'm flirty in person, you've won. I'm not I'm only flirty
you're
with
a different type of
I'm
flirty,
flirty
though.
with certain people online. Only certain people. Like, I can give you a handful of people that I actually like and I'll actually flirt with. Everybody else is like
It's funny. So I see you flirt in person, and
and the people don't get it.
the people don't get it.
Yeah.
And your flirting style is not like most
It's very
women.
classic.
It is classic.
Like, it's not tasteless.
no, it's classy
Yeah.
actually. Like you're very it's kind of dry. Your flirting style. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that more in a you're just a straightforward, I'm gonna touch your arm and I'm
It's
gonna make a little,
It's very adult-like, I think.
right.
It's not
I think compared to most women will flirt in a very giggly kind of,
yeah, yeah.
kind of way. I don't even know how to
I mean, I do
describe it
that
really.
sometimes, but, like,
Really?
that takes a while.
I've never seen you do that with anybody but me.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It just takes a while, but the the awkwardness for me is when they don't bring it when they don't when it doesn't when they don't return the flirtiness.
Sure.
That's when then it gets awkward for me. It's like, I'm just not gonna flirt then, like, what happens? Kinda
Yeah.
goes out the window, you
Yeah.
know? It's like,
Yeah.
or if they don't read the cues. Like, that's my thing, like, how could you not read the cues?
Well, it's not that easy.
The
I mean,
little signs are
talking
there.
to me, I mean, I had low self-esteem.
Mhm.
So the thought that somebody is blatantly flirting with me would either go over my head or I'd be like, "Are you sure you mean to talk to me? Like, are you talking to the wrong person? Because this is me we're talking about, you know?"
How funny. You flirted with me first.
I did. You are the only woman that I have ever pursued before in my entire life, ever. And that sounds like, I don't know, it almost sounds like I'm bragging. I'm not. I have never been very, I guess. Okay, so when I was in elementary, I gave this girl flowers.
Oh my
She ended up
god.
giving them to another person. I was completely crushed by that,
Yes,
right?
we know.
You go through middle school, you go through high school, and everything is, "Oh, well, I think of you as a brother, blah, blah, blah." Traumatic experiences. I have PTSD from that stuff.
Yes.
So because of that, I never pursued. I never pursued anybody because I just didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't wanna deal with that. And so all of the girls that I dated throughout the years had pursued me,
Mhm.
and, they showed interest in me, and they sparked up the conversation, stuff like that. I didn't. So when you came along, I knew I had to have you in my life, and I was like, "No, I don't know what I have to do to get this girl's attention."
You made me laugh.
Yeah, it didn't take much.
That was it.
That didn't take much.
That was it.
And realistically, for anybody who knows Pris here, if you're looking to figure her out, just make her laugh, man. But here's the thing, and this is where you're screwed, my friend, and this is where you're screwed.
Me or them?
Them. I'm talking to
Okay.
them right now.
Okay, go ahead.
You can this
Okay.
is an an
This is
A in podcast conversation. You can see your way out right now.
okay.
So anybody who's interested in flirting with my wife and you know her, I'm gonna give you the key, and that's just make her laugh. That's the key.
But you said not to make me laugh.
No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm changing that now.
Okay.
They can make you laugh all they want. But here's the problem is you are married to the funniest guy in your life.
Oh, they can be funnier than you.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
They will never be funnier than
Oh, nobody will be funnier than
no,
you.
that's like you finding
Baby,
somebody who has sex with you better than me.
nobody will
Nobody
ever
will ever be the audience, will be the comedian that you want them to be. They can't hold a light to
and
me.
nobody will ever be the sexiest kitten you've ever had but me.
That's where you went? The sexiest kitten?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I make you laugh, but
you do make me laugh.
yeah.
You do make me laugh. I love that you make me laugh.
Okay, so have you ever had what is your most awkward or hilarious first approach story? Do you have one?
Oh, man.
Probably not.
Well, I mean, all of my approaches have been awkward. I don't wouldn't say they're hilarious, though.
You know what? One time I went to a bar. It was before you, like literally before you. I was at Murdoch's and I was there and I hadn't really talked to men,
Mhm,
right? And this guy who was not attractive, or he was semi attractive, came up to me and started talking to me like, just, hey, you're very pretty. Are you new to this bar? Like, have you been here before? Are you from this area? And we just started talking, talking, talking. That guy won me over. He left. And the people that I was with were like, wow, that took some balls. No one has ever done that. And I was like, right? So that guy gave me the confidence to go up to guys and be
mhm.
like, "Hey, I wanna be your friend."
Well, that's the way you were when we started dating. You
Yeah.
were that way with other guys. And I was like, "What the hell, man? She's awfully
Flirty?
Yeah, you used to be
Yeah.
real flirty." And I don't know what happened,
But
but,
I had never had anybody flirt with me the way that guy did. Like, I had never had anybody well, I've only been married and then divorced, married again.
mhm.
So the dating part, right? But when that guy came up to me, I was like, "This is what it's like to be flirted with in person."
So would you say that that was the best flirt
That was
experience
my
that you've ever
best
had?
flirt experience I've ever had, besides you.
And what about in the lifestyle?
In the lifestyle, I really like genuine people.
Yeah?
So do not come up to me or like when they come up to me, it's very genuine. It's like, "Hey, Pris, how are you doing? How's the podcast?" Just regular conversation.
Mhm.
And then I can see that the little flirtiness is happening because they have me giggling or they're kind of like complimenting me. Then
Yeah,
it gets more and more. There are very few men who have done that.
really.
And I could probably just a handful of guys who have actually done that.
So when you get flirted with most of the time, what is how does it come out? Like, what is the tactic?
It's
Like,
very,
it's
"Oh my
just
god, you're so hot. When
yeah,
can we play?"
really?
Or, "Oh my god, you're so freaking gorgeous."
Mm,
And that's it.
yeah,
And then, of course, it just goes on from there. I'm like, "Oh, thank you," because that's it.
right.
That's all you're gonna get from me is you're giving me a compliment, I'm gonna say, "Thank you."
Now,
Um
where's the line as far as when you're getting somebody messages you
Mhm.
and they start getting to know you and you're liking it, so you guys are talking. At what point is it appropriate to start turning it more sexual? In the same conversation? In a
You
different
know,
conversation later on in that
later
conversation?
on in that conversation, it can
Yeah,
even be the same day,
yeah,
but let's start off a little slower.
yeah,
You know, there's the guy who asked you how you did it.
yeah,
Great conversationist. I can have a conversation with him without even being flirty, and then towards the end of the conversation, it's a little flirty, even though we've always been together, like, we're always together,
right.
right? There was another guy who was at the club, and he was very talkative to me. Very nice guy. Came back and messaged me, and he was like, "It was really nice to talk to you, blah, 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 blah." Then it got a little bit like, "You're very hot," and blah, blah.
Mhm, mhm.
Make it genuine. Like, let's talk about other things. Now, I do get bored if you have to keep the conversation going,
Yeah,
especially via messenger or text, because it's not that I get bored, I get distracted. Like,
right.
I'm everywhere and at work. So, yeah, that's a good make it don't don't get too, like, ask me so many questions,
Yeah.
but just
See,
simple.
and that's the hard part, I think, for a lot of people is they don't know when to break into the sexual conversation because we're all here for a reason. We're all in the
I can break it
lifestyle
in.
for a reason.
If I see that it's normal,
Yeah.
I'll break it in after that,
But,
and
I mean,
I can do it.
not everybody is
No.
gonna wait for the person they're talking to.
No.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say is what is the line where for most people, where would that line be where they go,
I mean,
"Okay, I guess I can go ahead and start talking
and it could
sexually?"
be it could be very simple
Yeah.
kind of words. It doesn't have to be like, "Man, I've been watching you and I've been wanting to bang you." Uh, no.
Wow.
More like we're talking throughout the day and then towards the evening you're like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go to bed," or whatever. Or the next day, right? You're like, "Hey, how are you?" "Oh, I was good." And then it can turn.
Yeah.
But let me know that you like more than just sex time with me.
Right. I used to have a line that I used in order to break into the sexual conversation,
Mhm.
and I haven't used this in a long time because it's so lame, but it was the easiest thing to use to break into sexual conversation. So I'd have these regular conversations, and then I would say something like, "I had a dream about you," and it was a sexual dream,
Oh, I've done that before.
and everybody wants to know the deets on that,
Mhm.
you know?
Did I
And
tell you that one?
no, I told you that one.
No, I've used that one
Wow.
before.
Then
Wow.
there's a reason we're married.
There you go.
By the way, I had a
I
dream
dream about
about
you.
you. No, I mean, I hate to say it, but if you struggle to make that transition from regular conversation to sexual conversation, just use that
Yeah.
because realistically, that opens the door to sexual conversation. Now, obviously, it could be a completely made up thing. And you could easily, we don't want to be liars here. You could easily go, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't, but this was just something I wanted to use to open the door to that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You can make it
Um,
funny. Like
you can.
there's different ways, and don't feel bad if you ask if they're interested and they say no.
Yeah,
Learn to
yeah.
take rejection,
But
right?
yeah, that's a big one, learn to
Um,
take rejection.
if somebody isn't reciprocating the same kind of flirty vibe with you, I mean, ask them if they're into it,
Yeah.
you know? Really quick before we go, is it better to approach as a couple or solo when you wanna flirt with somebody? Does it depend
Oh,
on the scenario,
that's a tough one. It really depends on the dynamics
on the
of the
dynamics?
couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say it's a couple that plays separately and they don't, they have separate conversations and stuff like that. I think that one-on-one flirting is fine, but you really have to know that dynamic first.
Mhm.
And so I usually try to ask that ahead of
But
time.
well, that's different because our dynamic isn't
We play separate,
only with people we know.
but we still play separate.
Mhm.
And we've always had the ability to have separate conversations.
Yeah.
So while people don't always know that, we pretty much operate independently on a lot of
But say
situations.
right. So, like, but when does it come into play? So, if you're talking to somebody, right? You're talking to a woman and she is into you or whatever,
Yeah,
and she likes girls or whatever, right? And
sure.
she maybe wants to play with me too.
Mhm.
When does that come into a flirt? Like do you interject the wife then?
No, no, no. Normally, if a woman is talking to me one-on-one,
Does that mean you're solo playing with that person?
no, that doesn't necessarily mean that.
Mhm.
What it means to me more so is that she's interested in me individually. She
Mhm.
may be interested in us as a couple,
Mhm.
but she's also interested in me individually.
Right.
And so she's trying to set up a connection between her and I. And, for all I know, she could be messaging you one on one as well.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. And we don't have a group message going on.
Mhm.
But that's what that says to me is that she's trying to establish a connection
I
with
think
me.
lines get
Blurred.
blurred in that aspect
Yeah.
of who flirts with who and who's gonna play with who. Because if
Well,
if the girl wants to play with me as well, she definitely needs to make an approach this way.
yeah, but
Because
flirting doesn't necessarily mean playing.
well, no, and that's very true.
Flirting doesn't
But
necessarily
like
mean
you said,
playing.
we're in the
We
lifestyle.
are in the
That's
lifestyle.
what I mean. You're
But
not talking to somebody vanilla. You're talking to somebody who's
this
flirting
is
with you
true.
because they're gonna wanna have
But let's
sex.
let's be honest here. How many people have we run into that have flirted with you or me,
Uh-huh.
or how many people have we flirted with that we know we're not going to play with?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This is the whole fun part of this lifestyle is that we're able to flirt and be flirty with whoever we want to be. Whether we're going to play with them or not is a completely different story, right? So, what's what's the reason for flirting with somebody that you're not going to play with? Well, sometimes flirting's just fun.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's just fun.
Yeah.
Flirting with that intention of hopefully sealing the deal? I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's a lot easier said than done.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean in the fact that kind of the lines
Like
get
the kind
crossed
yeah, the
and,
lines kind of blurred because you don't know yeah, like they're flirting with you, but they don't flirt this way, and it's like, okay, so what happens and where does it go?
yeah,
And mostly the people that the majority of people that we talk to, that we're actually talking to,
yeah,
whether it's by yourself or me by myself or together in a group, we pretty much wanna play with them.
yeah,
We don't really hold conversations, right,
true, true.
without that, or
Yeah,
not they kinda fizzle if they're not into that,
right.
right? So, that's what I'm saying, like, when does that come into play where when the flirting only goes one way and doesn't come this way?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, like, someone's only flirting with me and doesn't flirt with you.
Or someone's only flirting with me and
Yeah.
not flirting with you.
I mean, we've had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had that. And, it can cause some upset feelings or some butthurt feelings, with
Yeah.
couples, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's couples out there where, a guy will feel jealous because his wife's getting all the attention, or the wife will feel jealous because the guy's getting all the attention.
Mhm.
But
I don't get jealous. I remove myself.
yeah, I know. And that's almost a form of preventing yourself from getting
I
jealous.
remove
You
yeah.
disconnect
Yeah, I
completely.
disconnect. I'm like,
And
I
I can
just
you start staring off into space. You don't
yeah.
really have contact with anybody. You
Yeah.
just sit there.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's
I disconnect because if you can't read the room, there's no reason for me to be
see,
involved.
I feel like you're very unforgiving.
I am
And
sometimes.
this is not the community for that, dude.
Mhm.
Like, you have to understand that there's so many socially awkward people out there who don't know. One, there's a whole group
I
called
mean,
divergent swingers. I
I
mean, let's face facts. There are
no.
a lot of people in the lifestyle who are neurodivergent
I
and
but
they don't know how to read a room.
but
You know what I mean?
what if you're what if the flirting is extreme?
That could also be a neurodivergent thing.
Hmm.
Or just the what maybe an overconfident thing.
Mhm.
I mean, realistically, you have to give people the benefit of the doubt at least once. You have to kind of give them the opportunity. If you're unforgiving immediately and you go, ugh, forget it,
No,
I'd lost interest. You've
I
gotten better at it though.
I usually give them a few times,
Yeah,
and
but
if
for
they
the longest time, man, you just cut it off
if they
completely.
haven't read the room, I really do check out.
Yeah,
But I'm okay right now with myself to okay check out,
yeah,
to be like, "Peace."
yeah,
You know, I am forgiving, and I totally understand the awkwardness, like,
yeah.
because I do not know how to flirt all the time.
Right.
So I do get it, but it is really hard when it's not reciprocated and they want you.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's
that's
my
how do
hard
you
part.
know it if they don't
I mean,
reciprocate?
I do because they've said it. So, like, maybe.
So that's a reciprocation,
So,
isn't
like,
it? I mean, if for them to say it.
well, they say it via text, but then we meet them
Mhm.
and it's very different. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Well, that ought to tell you right there, it's a socially awkward
yeah,
situation.
yeah,
I mean, that
yeah.
that alone, you don't like that they don't read the room, but then at the
And
same
then I
time,
get
you're kinda not
nervous,
reading the
and then
room.
I get nervous of, am I flirting too much? Am I
Really?
making them feel awkward?
You overthink?
Am I feel making them feel awkward?
Wow.
I'm just gonna stick to my
That's
I'm just gonna
crazy.
stick to what I do.
Damn. You know what?
And I can ask.
Yeah.
I
I
can
see.
ask, but
Yeah.
if I ask and it's like,
It's gonna come out shitty?
it's gonna come out shitty
Yeah, I
because
know you.
I'm gonna ask and then I'm gonna be like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah, because you kinda have a tone when you say things like that,
I
whenever you
know.
get confrontational.
In person.
Yeah, in person, it comes out
You
kind
you
of
think everything I say is
well,
confrontational.
because 'cause
You
you're
think
very
everything
confrontational.
like, you even when my tone gets a little higher, you're like, "You're very" it's not.
Well, no, I mean, I've seen how you operate. I know how you are.
Yes.
People do not know how you are.
No.
So when you act a certain way with them, I know what you're doing. I know how you I've been with you for a long time.
Mhm.
And so I know the forgiving part of that.
Yes.
others don't.
Yeah, that's true.
And you're not very open with your how you act, and a lot of time, I mean, you barely started telling people, "Well, I'm ADHD, and so I'm kinda everywhere," and that sort of thing, but previous to that, you just were who you were, you didn't discuss that
Yeah.
openly. I feel like there is a big issue with people in the community not being open with what they're interested in immediately. I think if everybody was open immediately with what they were interested in,
I agree.
this would go a lot smoother for
I
everybody.
agree.
And I've been actually utilizing that a lot lately. You know, if I'm interested in somebody, even if it's the second or third time I've talked to him, I will tell him, "Hey, you know what? I don't know what it is about you, but you spark an interest in me. And I'd love to learn more and see where it goes from there." You know what I mean? And I keep it as and if if it goes somewhere, great. If it doesn't, well, hey, I said what I said, and at least they know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just taking the
I've
guesswork
done
out.
that in person.
Yeah, yeah.
I do Messenger
Why
sometimes.
not?
Because I'm not gonna hold a conversation. Like, I'm literally going to step away from it. If they text me, that's different, but
Well
Messenger, I don't know, I just kinda go back and forth, back and
well,
forth, back and
yeah, I
forth, and
mean,
it's
all
just
of
hard.
my messenger conversations,
It's just
I
hard.
let them know, "Hey, you know, life happens, so
Yeah.
you can drop off at any time and you can pick up at any time and we can pick this up, you know, tomorrow or whenever."
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not gonna get hurt about it. Everybody's got their own lives,
Yeah.
you know? But I don't know. I guess we're all different though.
Yeah. Awkwardness.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyways, we went a little bit over.
Oh,
So, this one's a little bit of a longer quickie. This is a medium quickie.
is a quickie and a half?
Yeah. Now it's more of a quitty because
Oh,
we gotta quit it now.
okay.
Yeah, you like that? That was good. No, that was charismatic.
That was good.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for joining us for the show. We appreciate you joining us for our long quickie. Be sure to check us out on our social media. Our Facebook page has our a link to our phone number where you can call or text us, leave us voicemails. We want to interact with you. If you see our posts on social media, comment, send us messages. We want to hear from you. We want your wonderful questions and comments because y'all are wonderful people.
Yes.
So, with that, we appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate you guys being around, and we will see you next week.
Bye.